Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. My name's Cameron. I'm going to be working with you today.
Cool.
Have you ever been to the center before?
No.
Okay. Well, you can come to us for any phase of the writing process. Super easy. Don't have to worry about anything there. You have 2 hours studies per week.
Okay.
You can break that into an hour per day, 30-minute sessions, but you have to break it up into either 30-minute sessions or an hour.
Okay.
However you want to do that. So 30 minutes every 4 days, or an hour one day, an hour another, 2 hours, your C's, however you want. So what are you bringing to me today?
Essie, welcome back.
Hello.
What are you working on?
So I am about to start in the fall working on my culminating final project for my master's class. Yeah, so basically my professor suggested that I expand on a project that I've already worked on in a class that I just had with her, which was my Myths and Fairy Tales class. So for that class, I wrote a short story, which was about the Oracle Cassandra trying to warn people about global warming, basically, and climate change. Yes, it was a retelling. And she was unable to because of the curse. That means that she is never believed when she tells people what's about to happen.
I've always thought that her curse was not that people believed her.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that she was forced to tell the truth. That's a worse curse than people not believing.
It would be, but in this case, she was just really trying. Well, the thing is, the curse is that she always tells the truth, and nobody believes the truth.
Right.
But so basically, I wrote that, and so the project that we're thinking of doing is I basically write a longer version of that, expand on that into a sort of eco-apocalyptic narrative, but then I include a critical component. And I think that what I would like to do in this session is really kind of work on getting together a sort of outline of my thoughts on this so far.
Okay.
For at least as far as the critical component goes. So I don't have anything written yet.
Okay. Tabula Rosa.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi.
My name's Casey and I'll be working with you today.
Nice to meet you. I'm Judy.
Nice to meet you. So what brings you in?
So I have a couple things. We'll see. I know I only have an hour, but I have this paper that I want to submit to a journal.
Mm-hmm.
So I really just want another set of eyes. I've kind of looked over it. I'm hoping that it's pretty ready, but just see one more person, if anything doesn't really make sense or if I'm missing small things in there. And then if we have time, I have a resume.
Okay.
So
Yeah, definitely. So is there anything in particular that you wanted to watch out for with this, or?
I really just want to make sure that clarity is here. It's a literature-based paper, so I know, I don't know if you're in literature or not. So
Unfortunately not, but.
So I know it's really just about if the way I phrased things makes enough sense to an outside reader, because this is a journal that anyone can read. It's more geared towards literature students, but anyone can read it, so hopefully it reads well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can definitely take a look at it. Now, do you mind if I read this out loud, or would you prefer if I read it to myself, or?
You can read it out loud, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So.
Okay. Would you suggest more often than not using an outside source if I can find one? Well, some things I know I'm not going to be using. Ones like, what was your emotional reaction to the play? Obviously,
Impossible,
yeah, I'm talking from my own perspective. But in terms of the rest of the sections that aren't as personal, just finding sources, if I can use them, or since I only need 3, worry about it in more specific places.
Honestly, the best thing I would do, if you can find a valid spot for an outside source, then go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
More research and more backup is always going to be better. That's why it's a minimum and not a maximum of 3 sources.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
From those 3 sources, anything you add onto it is only going to bolster your writing. So if you find that opportunity, definitely take advantage of it. Remembering that you're trying to find credited sources and sources that are at least accurate with the content, that are valuable in terms of what you're looking for. And definitely, like, if you can find those scholarly sources, or at least just like peer-reviewed or accredited sources, is a big thing.
Right.
Make sure you're pulling that. Don't pull like BuzzFeed articles on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be huge. So anytime you see that opportunity for an introduction to outside source, it's only going to make your writing
Okay.
stronger. So I definitely see the value in that.
Now, what she recommends, and I found very helpful, is to, well, of course, the book's is titled Beginning, Middle, and Ends. I like it so much better. It shows that it's a flowing thing. It works the same way as introduction, body, and conclusion, but when you phrase it this way, it makes them sound like a more organic organization.
Okay.
Okay. Now, one of the things she recommends is your beginning shouldn't be more than 10% of your total. Okay. So the main things you have to do, this is, when I say you have to do, I'm not really giving you homework, and I'm not saying you have to do it. It's your story. Okay.
So Atwood continues her fatal exploration of humans' complicated relationship or ships.
Well, it's with knowledge, so that's what I'm wondering.
Continues her humans' complicated relationship with. Oh, that was just my fault.
Okay.
So, relationship with knowledge in her novel that is strategically split into 3 sections: a fictional memoir.
Kenzie, it was a pleasure working with you again. Maybe I'll see you again someday if you ever come back. Maybe I'll bring the paper back after it's done. I would love to see the finished result. Okay, well, this here's a session evaluation. It is totally optional, but if you choose to fill it out, that wicker basket's still there on the front desk. Okay, good to see you again. Have fun utising your fetus.